Hello, everybody. Gegard is getting some stitches in his shin right now, and then he'll be here as soon as he's done. We did a gate of 2,710,000, yeah, $530, and attendance was 14,506. Fight of the night is Pickett and Easton.
Yeah.
Sub of the night is Reza.
Hey.
And the knockout of the night is McGregor.
Yeah.
Congratulations to all of them. They won $60,000. And they should probably scrape some of that money off and kick it to Diego, because he's the one that negotiated the $60,000 in the locker room. Brazilians. So let me just start off by saying that, you know, it was one of those situations again where we're going into a card, and the media didn't really do it to us this time, but some of the fans did. And it drives me crazy when people start talking shit about a card that has never even happened yet. You know, you start saying this card sucks and this and that because one guy fell off the card. It's a card full of talented people, and you know, there were talks about canceling the card and stupid shit like that. You know, if you put on fights, how do people like Conor McGregor and all these other people that fought tonight, how do they get noticed if you don't put on a show? And everybody who spent money tonight, whether it was a ticket to sit in the arena tonight or sat home free and watched it on television, it was worth every minute of it. These kids went out and poured their hearts out. The fights were amazing, and I you know, I always feel, you know, weird saying this to grown men, but I'm proud of all the guys that fought on the card tonight. It was an awesome event, and I just want to thank all the guys who delivered tonight. Who's got the first question? Oh, all right, you're next.
Going on what you just spoke about, how grateful you are to Mr. Latifi for stepping up,
Yes.
and the performance he put on.
And, yeah, thank you. So, not only that, so Mousasi, right? Mousasi, he had knee problems all through his camp. He checked with his doctor, and his doctor said, you could make it through this fight, and then you're going to have surgery after the fight. Kid wants to fight because he's going to come in here and fight the number 3 ranked light heavyweight in the world. He doesn't want to give up this opportunity. He wants to fight him. Shows up here to fight him, gets stopped on a cut. We won't even get into that, okay? We'll leave that alone. We all know what's up with that. Then we throw this guy, he's training for this tall striker, ends up fighting a short, strong, southpaw wrestler, and still accepts the fight and takes it. Then Latifi comes in on 4 days' notice, cuts the weight, and takes on Gegard Mousasi, who's 33-3, you know, when this guy's 8-2, and stays in there 3 rounds with him. So again, much respect to the guys in the main event too. Thank you.
Dana, you announced this week about the Boston card in August, and without
The answer is yes.
without wanting to jump, what am I going to ask?
You're going to ask if we're going to put McGregor on that card.
I'm also going to ask if you consider putting his teammate, Boston-born Irish European champion Conor Pendry.
Don't know who he is yet. Okay?
Secondly, Conor recently said he's going to single-handedly convince you to drag the UFC back to Ireland.
Yeah.
Has he swayed you a little bit tonight?
I believe him. I believe him.
And just one final thing, back in Trinity when you got that award,
Yep.
You were hounded questions about McGregor, and you
Yep.
said, I'm not too sure about this guy. I hear a lot about fighters, but
I'm pretty sure now.
I know you don't like to praise fighters, but if you could just a
Yeah.
couple
You
of
want me to praise him?
I'd like to.
Okay, I'll praise him for you. Let me put it this way. I'm blown away. First of all, it's his first fight ever in the UFC. He walked out tonight and got into the octagon like it was his 100th fight in the UFC. From the minute the bell started, he was nice and relaxed, moved around. And even after, you know, he gets the knockout, it's like he's been here before and done it 100 times. Kid is totally relaxed. He's a beast. I'm impressed. Dresses well. Handsome kid. Seems pretty smart. You good? All right.
This question for Conor again. Conor, obviously, you know, it's been a long road to get here. I suppose in your dream. What was the feeling like when you describe the emotions at the end of the fight?
Yeah, I felt the same, you know what I mean? Even walking in, you know the way people say like about UFC jitters and all, I didn't feel, it just felt like another contest to me, and competition is competition, doesn't matter if it's in a local club or here, you know what I mean? It just felt the same. And to be honest, I don't know what's going on here, I'm just out here in $60,000. I'm just thinking of what I'm going to spend now. I'm about to have a car anyway, a nice car, and maybe some suits or something, some custom made suits, or I don't know. Just last week I was collecting the social welfare, you know what I mean? I was insane to them, like I don't know what's going to happen, like I'm signed to the UFC, I don't know what, blah blah blah, but now I suppose I'm just going to have to tell them to fuck off.
You want to fight next?
No, man, whatever, you know, I just want to be kept busy, and competition keeps me focused, and anytime I don't have competition ahead of me, I just seem to drift, you know what I mean? So I want to be kept busy, and that's it, just whatever, wherever and whenever, you know.
Congratulations, see that the country pride tomorrow, cheers.
We're in the middle of Sweden, yeah. The first two questions are Irish people, you know. We love this sport here, and man, it's great to see all the Irish flags out there, and all, man, it's unbelievable. And hopefully it persuades Dana and the UFC to come back to Dublin. We've got some great fighters over in our area, you know. So hopefully we get a show out of this. Please God.
And we will. I'm going to stay here for a few minutes, and I'm going to let my man come in over here, and he can answer more Irish. You can hammer him with the Irish questions.
Yeah, Dana, I know you don't normally like to make roster decisions on fight night, but Latifi.
But you're going to ask me anyway.
I'm going to, yeah.
Okay.
But Latifi, I mean, this was a kind of a special situation that he wasn't really on your radar.
Are you asking me if he's going to get cut?
If he's going to get, well, actually, I was going to phrase it the other way and say, will he get an opportunity to fight again with a full
Yes,
training camp?
he absolutely will.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We didn't see Ross Pearson.
So Ross thinks he broke his foot warming up, so he's at the hospital right now getting his foot checked out.
Okay. And lastly,
And again, let's talk about him for a second. Breaks his foot in the back, doesn't tell anybody, goes out and fights, you know, and ends up knocking out Ryan Couture, which KJ Noons hit him with some big shots in that last fight and didn't knock him out. So much respect and props to him too. Every guy on this card tonight really came out and delivered, and again.
I know that obviously, not to get into the whole situation with Ryan's dad, but was it special to you at all, I mean, to be the historic moment tonight where, you know, the first father-son, you know, to tandem now to fought in the UFC? Is that any significance to you, or because of the tension?
It felt really special for me, yeah.
Fair enough, fair enough. And last question for you. I heard a lot of Swedish fans this week worried that because of what happened, how difficult it was, that Sweden wouldn't be on your radar anymore. You wouldn't come back for a while until things were sorted out. Is there anything to that, or do you feel confident you'll be back?
Yeah, you know, the first time that we came here, it was great. The event ran smooth. Everybody was great. Yeah, this one was beyond difficult. I will admit that. But yeah, no, we're not looking at Sweden and saying we'd never come back here again because of it. It's a great market. Fans have been fantastic to us here, and we'll be back.
Hey Dana,
Thank you, sir.
I'd like to ask about Ryan Couture as well. What do you think of his performance, and what do you think is next for him?
Yeah, you know, he's got this real tough style where he goes in and he clinches against the fence. He's good in the clinch with elbows, punches, knees, and I mean, if I had to praise somebody, I'd praise Ross Pearson. You know, he fought a great fight tonight. He was chasing him around. He was trying to cut off the ring, and now especially that I know he had a broken foot. Trying to cut off the ring, getting out of the clinch, battling it, and then finally caught him. And like I said, Ryan Couture has an awesome chin. That kid's got a great chin, because I saw the KJ Noons fight, and KJ Noons was lighting him up with some big shots. You know, that was a controversial decision. A lot of people thought KJ won that fight, but he caught Ryan with a lot of punches, and he took him.
And I'm not sure if you know this, but Vadim Finkelstein was here in the arena, and he was sitting very close to the octagon. Do you know about this? And
I did not know that.
So you didn't talk about him?
I think he's stalking me.
Okay.
I don't know why he was here.
Did you have a chance to talk to him?
I don't know why he was here either.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not on. We don't
He
talk.
was here as a fan.
We don't really talk and hang out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Thanks.
Thank you.
Hey Dana,
Yep.
over here. Kevin here from FightPlay.tv. First of all, congratulations on a job well done.
Thank you, sir.
Amazing event.
Thank you.
And now I got a question for Touring. How was it going from the Ultimate Fighter house and making your debut in your home country, Sweden, and getting off that victory?
It felt really good to come here fighting in front of the home crowd. And that was, I mean, I really wanted to go here, and instead of fighting in the States, I get a chance to fight here. That was perfect.
And a question for Reza. Reza, going from, you know, as you have, you know, clearly been outspoken about it, that you felt robbed in your last fight, coming back now, getting off with that kind of victory, amazing submission. How does that make you feel like over a vengeance for you?
You know, UFC 153 in Brazil is just past for me. Just keep going and go ahead and train harder. And I did my job tonight. What can I say? I'm just happy.
You looked amazing tonight too. Seriously, Michael Johnson's a tough, amazing athlete. He looked like one of those things that you buy and you used to punch and it would fall down and go back up when he would get hit with that kick. He went this way and this way, comes back after that round and ends up winning the submission of the night. Tough guy, man, and a great fight.
Quick question for Conor. Over here. We've seen you dominate two weight classes on the European scene. Are you planning to stay at featherweight in the UFC?
I'll go either, yeah, 145 or 155, whatever's available. Yeah, I'll stay ready so I don't have to get ready, you know. So whatever's there, I'll take. I need a couple more weeks for featherweight, of course, but take lightweight as well, no problem.
A quick question for Brad. We've heard Conor say what he's going to spend his winnings on, his bonus. What are you going to spend your bonus on?
I'm getting married at the end of this year, so that really helps me out a lot. My fiance is quite expensive.
Congratulations on the winning bonus and the marriage.
A question for Reza. You also have $60,000 to spend. What do you have in mind?
I ordered my Ferrari in Germany. I'm gonna bring it next week. I'm gonna Dana White on it. No, just joking. I don't know any.
Question for Alir. What was your game plan coming into the fight? I think lots of people thought you'd have to impose your wrestling game to get this to the ground, and you finally did in the third round. But talk about your game plan and what you wanted to do tonight.
I wanted to. The strategy was to try to use the wrestling, but I didn't really get in the fight. You know, I cut at 27 pounds in 3.5 days, and it took its toll. You know, I felt that I didn't have the energy for the wrestling. You know, so I did the best of it. So.
Guys, before the next question, I'm out of here. I appreciate all your support. Thank you very much. I'm going to bring my man up here very quick.
Good evening, everybody. So, Danny just wanted me to pop up and say a few words, and then I'll just open it up to the floor. I just wanted to say there's always a lot of questions on how much more in EMEA, how much more UFC content can we take. I don't think there's any end to the growth and development and the opportunities that we have. But I think there's a couple of things I just want to say. First off is I too, like Dana, get a bit angry when people start criticising the cards, and I'll repeat a little bit what Dana says, but I will repeat what I said earlier in the week. There is no one fighter that's bigger than the UFC. The UFC is the product that people like to see. We're building dreams and aspirations for people, and these guys are being represented in over 1 billion households. And you look at the Mcgregors, the Pickett's, the Musasi's, everybody on the fight card tonight. They're setting standards for everybody in the sport. So I just wanted to say that we've got a lot of work to do, but these guys, we shouldn't underestimate and underrate what they do for us. I'll take some questions.
This is Carl from MMANorway.com. Over here. My question is, with the rise of mixed martial arts in the Nordic countries, do you think we'll see the Ultimate Fighter in Scandinavia sometime in the future?
Yeah, I mean, you can't underestimate the demand for it. Everybody wants it. The issue is to always give the fans the right quality of product. You've got to make sure that it's handled by a TV network. Now, in EMEA, as you know, we've got multiple countries, multiple television networks, and to have a pan-European Ultimate Fighter, that's somewhat challenging. The objective is to have one. Where we put it first, we haven't decided that. But again, it's about pulling in a network to work together on.
Gary, sorry, just wondering, I know you got in a bit of trouble about an interview you did in London about the possible BT Vision deal. Can you confirm or deny that?
Well, I can't confirm it because it's not confirmed, but we're very close. I don't think it's any secret. I mean, you've pointed out. The challenge for us is there's not an official statement on it. Good news is that we found a strategic partner in TV and broadcast for the UK, and it will include more than just airing the live content. So we're very close to that, and as soon as we have that information, we'll let you know.
Okay, thanks.
Marcus Koller with MMA Nets. First question for Ilir. First of all, congratulations to a great performance. Emotion, run us through what happened from the day you found out you were going to fight till fight night.
Well, I was in the south of Sweden, in Malmö, visiting my family, and I got the call that Alex was cut, and they say they couldn't find any replacement, and they asked me like, would you consider fighting Massachi? And I said, hey man, it would be an honor fighting him, one of the best fighters in the world. And it was like 11 in the evening. I sat in my small car and drove 8 hours all the way up to Stockholm. Arrived like in 3 or 4 in the night. Next day I did some practice, but it wasn't confirmed yet, And I think Tuesday or Wednesday night, I got the okay, that I got to fight. And I was, cutting weight, 27 pounds, so, and doing medical exams, and this has been the most intense week in my life,
And for Tour Train, the Ultimate Finale is coming up next week. The Ultimate Finale, or Ultimate Fighter that you were part of, any predictions on the final?
Can I talk about that? No.
Yes, I'm from Camera LBC. I have 2 questions. My first question is to you, Gary, over here. Do you know what will happen to Alex now? Do you have any plans? Since then I told that Gegard is injured and probably going to be gone for a while. Is there any scheduled fights or talks about any potential matchups?
Yeah, of course. I mean, the circumstances were unforeseen. The objective now is to get Alex back on track. And the talks are when and where. It's not if, it's when and where. So those conversations are in play.
There's a lot of talks about Alex facing Leo Machida, who recently fought Dan Henderson and he doesn't have any injuries. Do you think that fight is possible?
Somewhat embarrassingly, I always choose to avoid questions about fights. I think Dana, Joe Silver and the guys have done a pretty good job up to now. I don't think they need any advice from me on who, where, when. So if you don't mind, I'll avoid that one.
I have a question to Gegard Mousasi. Dana told us that you have injury, knee injury. Can you update us and tell us how serious it is?
Well, I don't want to talk a lot about my injury, but I can tell that with this injury, I'm pretty sure 95% wouldn't fight from other fighters. So, I stepped up. I didn't cancel the show, and so I don't know. We go from here,
Do you know if it's that serious that you're going to be away for a long time, or is it just a minor?
I don't want to say anything yet, but it's nothing small.
Michael Morgan, Fighters Only. Conor, if I could just take you back to yesterday's weigh-ins. I'm not sure if it was the invasion of his personal space or what you were saying to him, but he seemed slightly riled. Just talk us through exactly what you said. Secondly, have you made peace with Marcus, or was the KO your way of making peace?
I never had ill feelings towards Marcus, I don't have emotions in there. You know, it's all a game. It's all an act. The weigh-ins, and I'm just playing up. You know, he wore the thing he wears, the mask, and I just said, listen, you're nearly 30 years old now. I think it's time to stop wearing a superhero mask. And, I don't think he liked it, but I mean, it should make no difference, you know. People have been tweeting me what he said in interviews and things like that. He was saying that the Irish people are, my supporters are hounding his Facebook page and hounding his Twitter. And things like that don't bother me, you know. It shouldn't bother any fight, you know. If you're in this game, and man, you could do anything to me. You could say what you want. It's not going to make a difference when I get in there, you know. It's emotion free, and I think he was emotionally attached to the contest.
I'll let you know what he said after this.
Over here, Sebastian Martinez with MMA. Question for Conor. You said before that you don't feel the octagon leader, so to say, but where would you rank this victory compared to your past accomplishments?
Yeah, it's up there, you know. It's the UFC debut, of course. Yeah, it's the best one so far, obviously. You know, I'm not making money here. I don't have fucking money. I didn't have money before this, you know. Like I said, I was collecting €188 a week out the social welfare, and now here I am with like 60 G's bonus and then my own pay. You know what I mean? I don't know what the fuck's going on here. Yeah, this is the biggest one, alright, yeah.
And a quick question for Gary as well. Just as a whole, what was your impression of the Swedish fighters and their performances?
Well, you know, when you're fighting in front of your home crowd, there's also the Swedish crowd. It's always great stories, right? The reason that we love this sport, the reason we love any sport, is you never know what the outcome's going to be. These fighters prepare, they take great care and attention in getting ready mentally, physically for the event. And so when you're in your hometown, there's always an element of sort of extra little bit that you bring in with you. So that's perfect for them. They did a fantastic job. They did the fans proud. They're proud fans, and they did their fans proud. I think you also have to look into, there's 4 debut UFC fighters tonight, and they did the UFC proud. They did the fans proud. So I think everybody's playing their part, but tonight the Swedish take it. I think they were fantastic.
Question for Gary. Just going back to the UK TV deal, and it's talking about shoulder programs and magazine programs. Is that going to be UK specific, or is it like American imports and sort of general UFC content?
No, it's actually, I'll finish this one, we'll do 2 more and then we're out. It's a strategy for us in Europe, Middle East and Africa. Don't forget, 96% of our broadcast is after 1 o'clock in the morning. So it's very difficult to build heroes, and these guys are heroes, right? So, and we have fans who want to see them fight. And you've got to give people access to the content. And when you've TV networks that want to bring the stories to the broader attention of the major audience, the broader audience, and we're not doing that as a business. We're not doing that. The fans want to see it. The fighters want to be known. They want to be well known around the world, and they deserve that because they are elite performance athletes. And so our job in every market is to provide content that is available at the right prime time viewing.
Question for Gary over here. Does the UFC have any plans on holding an event in Finland next door?
The challenge that we have right now is there's 2 sets. One is for US television. Right now we're contracted with the major broadcasters in the USA, so we're limited by how many we can have in Europe. We're going to try and have more in Europe. Then we have to decide which markets. And we haven't even been to Russia. We haven't even been to Poland. We've not been to Turkey. We've not been to, you know, we went to Abu Dhabi once, but there's a UAE market that's big, and there's a lot of fans out there. So that sounds like we have to prioritize, which is the element of truth. We do, and we look at Stockholm as one of our host cities for the world, and so the objective is to try and keep going back consistently into the same cities with the same at the same time of year. So right now there are no plans in Finland. Okay, I think that's it. Oh, we've got one more.
Sorry, just for the rest of the year, is any other European cards going to take place?
We're trying to finalise one more in what we call quarter four, which is the months of October, November, December. We'll be coming out with an announcement on that pretty soon. Sorry, one more, and then we're done, and I'll just close on.
Yeah, one for Ilya. You had to fill in for the biggest Swedish MMA star ever. How was that coming in here? Feeling that pressure and maybe having some people not knowing who you are before the fight. Was that some extra pressure for you?
There's always pressure, when you're fighting. So, but I took it for what it was. It was opportunity. So.
President, first question for you. That head kick, first of all, how hurt were you? And second of all, what do you want next?
I don't remember. And whatever Mr. Joe Silva offered me, I'm ready to fight.
And lastly, for Mousasi, your opinions on his performance with 4 days' notice?
He's a gentleman and he's a sportsman. He stepped up, and I'm thankful to him. And he took some hard punches, So, but I didn't want to take any risk, He got nothing to lose, so I fought smart.
Okay, just closing it down, just to say a couple of thank yous. Thank you to everybody for hosting and putting on a great event here in Stockholm. Thank you to the fans for taking the time, effort, and energy to come and enjoy the event. And they didn't flinch, even though there was a slight hiccup there. I'd like to thank the fighters who ultimately make everything possible for us. Just wish you all a very safe journey home, and look forward to seeing you again at the next event. Thank you and good night.
Yeah, probably.
That's it.